Okay, so this is the test that we had, of course. That's simple. That's online test. Um, I think most of people never expected the test to come like this. I don't know from your end, but I do think many people they didn't expect part of question number 8 and 9 to be part of the questions because this is working capital management. However, at least people manage to answer one or two, three things. I would want us to start going through, but we can start from question number 3. We can do question number 3, just revise, you can revise on question number 3, revise on question number 4, and see how far we can go. And when we don't finish, of course, we can adjourn the class and continue next time from where we are going to end today. So here is the question. It was saying, question number 3, would you, rather receive 1,000 a year for 10 years or 800 kwacha a year for 15 years? Yeah, that is if the interest rate is given at 5% and then 20%. So when we look at this question, the question shows and indicates that you have been provided with these cash flows that are actually in the future. You're going to expect a series of some payments in the future. Okay, so as you will be expecting these a series of the payments in the future, what you need to do is to make sure that these same series of payments are discounted into the present first, so that when you check the present values of the two options, you will be able at least to quickly weigh which option is well paying as compared to the other. So that's what we are expected of doing. So we are just supposed to make sure that we discount these cash flows. Now, the way how we are discounting these cash flows, we have to be a little bit careful because when you listen carefully to the question is reading that these cash flows are going to keep on coming, right, for until 10 years. Okay, it's like you keep on, for example, the first option, I'm on question number 3. You will be receiving 1,000, again 1,000, another year 1,000, and again that other year 1,000 for 10 years. So how do you get such a present value or a present value of such a cash flow? All right. So I should be quick to indicate that this cash flow is a flow of what? It's a series of payments that will be coming in the future. So we need to discount them into the present, right? So it's the same thing that is happening to the other option, where you are given 800. That will be keeping coming to us for 15 years. So I asked the class, what did you do when you reached here? How did you go about this question? Vivian, what did you do?
Nah, what I did was I've forgotten, sir, but I calculated.
Okay, it is well. It's fine that you did calculate. Anyways, so these are a series of payments, and we know that a series of payments that will be coming, or the series of receipts that will be coming for a specified period of time in the future, we call those as the annuities. That's what you said. So we are looking for the present value of an annuity. In this case, we can start with the first option at 5% and just see the present value of this 10,000, these cash flows of 10,000. So these cash flows are made at the end of the year. Like every year, you to get to have that. So an annuity where you receive payments at the end of the year, which you actually call an ordinary annuity, is given by the formula R to the power negative T and everything divided by to the power R. So that you discount these cash flows. There are many. We cannot just say, okay, let's discount 1,000 and we discount it to the power 10 at 5%, where you say 1.05 to the power 10. This will give us the value of 1,000 at the 10th year. But we are not interested in the value of 1,000 at the 10th year. No, we are interested in the value of all the cash flows for 10 years. Because if you just go this way, you would have just, accounted for only the 10th cash flow, but not the cash flows from not the cash flows from 1 to not the cash flows from 1 up to 9. So that is very important that you consider that. So the C, we said that it is representing the fixed amount of money that will be flowing, and in this case we said this is 1,000. We keep on receiving 1,000, so we can say 1,000 multiplied by 1 minus 1 plus R. Our R is 5% to give us 1.05 raised to the degree negative T, and the T is the time period in terms of years. So we have negative 10 years, everything divided by R being 0.05, and we close like that. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any question?
For me, sir, I want to find out even though what I was calculating it was the same because I'm just guessing.
Okay.
But I think I used the other formula, which is the annuity due, because it was very hard for me to identify which was the appropriate formula to use on this question. So you help on how you can identify.
Okay. But the formula was not really something, the question was not asking about the formula. The question was asking about which option would you go for. So whatever you used, as long as it helped you to reach to the correct conclusion, you would still be fine. Yeah, what we just don't want you is to guess that, oh, I would go for the second option or the first option. So yeah, even if you use the annuity due or the what's it, as long as you are finding
again, I was kicked.
Are you there now? Your line was cutting a bit. Are you there?
Yes, I think there's a bad network here.
Okay, are you able to get me now?
Experiencing that. Yes, sir.
Okay, I was saying the question was not really asking about whether you use the annuity due or what. The question was asking you which option you would go for. Okay, so even if you use an annuity due or the ordinary annuity, as long as you are finding the present value, they would all lead you to the same conclusion. If you remember what I said when I introduced the time value of money, those most of the options that we use to calculate, I told you that what matters is the conclusion that you reach. So you can use different ways, but as long as they all lead you to the same conclusion, you can still be fine. Someone would use the future value approach to do other things. Someone would use the present value. But as long as you are reaching to the same conclusion, okay, or to the right conclusion, you can still be fine. Did you get it? The question is about the conclusion. What would you do? Yeah. So let's try to see what we can do. This is not the only way of doing it. I should be quick to indicate. It's not the only way of doing it. So you just say 1,000 multiplied by, in the brackets, what do we find? If you say 1 minus, you close the bracket, 1.05, you close, you raise that to the degree negative 10, then divided by 0.05. I think that should give us 7.7217, like that. 7.7217. So you can multiply this by 1,000, yeah? So that it can give you the present value 7,721.7, like that. So it means that the present value that you would get from those cash flows, remember these are many cash flows for 10 years, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. When you discount all of them and bring them to the present, they would just give you the value of 7,721.70. That's for the first one. But we cannot yet conclude, because this one for 800, the option for 800 is still in the future as well. So we need to discount the cash flows for 800, bring them to the present as well, so that when all of them are in the present, it shall be easy for us now to do what? To compare. Very easy to compare which one is good, which one is better than the other. So at the same rate, we can use now the 800 option as well. So we can say the cash flow is 800. Of course, the number of years now is 15 years. So you change, you put 15 here, 15 years. But the percentage is still the same. We are comparing at 5% and see what happens. So you have 800 multiplied by, what do you find inside the parentheses or inside the brackets? Sorry.
Mm-hmm. 1 minus 1, then it goes to the power negative 10.
You find 10.379. Okay. Vivian, you're also finding the same? We are hearing you.
Yes, my was this was anyway, it's 10.3796.
Okay, no, that's still right. Then times 800. Can you multiply that by 800? We want to compare now between these two cash flows and see which one is better for ourselves.
8303.7.
03?
0.72 or 73.
Okay, or 73, thank you. So 80,303 kwacha and 73 ngwe. They are all in the present now, yeah? They are all in the present. So which option would you go for, Vivian? Would you go for the 800 way, or you'd go for the other way?
I would go for 800, sir.
Okay. Yeah, so if you check the value, that the present value of these, the series of payments that we receive from 800, they are actually way higher than, the first option for 10 years. So you do go for the second or for the latter option in this case. Is that clear? Or does someone have a question, a contribution somewhere, a concern? Okay. Let's go to the second part and do at 20%. Let's see what happens at 20%. you will be interested. You would be interested to see what happens at 20% now. Okay, let's do it at 20%. First, we're starting with the 10 years. So we are doing it at 20%. How is it done at 20%? You say 1 minus, 1.20 raised to the degree -10. The first one will be 10 years divided by 0.20 and 1,000. So that you can have 1,000 multiplied by what is inside the brackets. We're doing the other part of it,
I found 4,192.47.
You did everything?
Did I?
4.9?
Yeah. No, not 4,192.
I wanted what is inside the brackets first.
Oh,
what do you
okay.
find? It's easier to work like that.
I calculated everything at once.
Oh yeah. No, it is still well. It's 4.19. 4.192. 5. Multiply that by 1,000. That should give you, let's write down here. It should give us 4,192.50. Okay. Like that's the present value at 20% of all these cash flows, right? Have you seen that the amount is reducing as the interest is increasing, yeah? The purchasing power is reducing as the interest rate is increasing. And you see that these amounts get to reduce because of the discounting factor that is increasing. Now, we can do the same for the other option for 800. And let's see what happened, or what happens after we put, 15 years, obvious. We put 15 years now. Let's see what happens after 15 years and in 800. You see the value of this. So inside the brackets, what are we going to find?
4.6, 4.7.
4.6? At least 3 decimal places.
Okay, 4.675.
Okay. Multiply by 800.
3,000. 3,740.
3,700. Oh, am I writing like this? 3,740. Okay. Have you seen it? So now, which option would you go for when the interest rate is higher? What happens? Which option would you go for? This is the second one. We'd call it option B, the 800 way. Then this one is the 1,000 way, 10 years.
I would go for option 1,000.
Okay. So now you would go for option number 1,000. Okay. Very interesting. Now, the question is, why do you, think that these two answers are different? Why do you think they are different? I think that should be the most interesting part of it. What did you say? Yeah, answers are different, but why do you think the answers are different?
The reason is simple. I don't know. They've answered already.
No, you can go ahead. What is the reason?
The reason is, are you able to get me?
We can hear you.
Okay. The reason is the 800 is better for 15 years than a 1,000 a year for 10 years, since it has a higher present value.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Maybe we phrase the question like this. Let's rephrase the question. Why do you think the present values are different? Why is the other one higher? Why is the other one lower? Maybe we ask the question like that. It's the same question.
Due to different interest rates.
Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you. Due to, of course, the interest rates are different. That is what you would write. This is now getting interesting. Do we have any other attempt? Colleagues, why do you think your present values are different? And there was silence in this land. Okay.
I try.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is due to the concept of time value of money, which factors in interest and the risk in relation to time. The higher the discount rate, the lower the present value.
Are you reading somewhere? I
was reading what I wrote, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's how I was able to detect from here. Yeah, can you say that again? Yeah, it's right. Now say it loudly so that people can get it.
Okay.
Say
This
it
is
slowly,
due.
slowly.
Okay, this is due to the concept of time value of money, which factors in interest and the risk in relation to time. The higher the discount rate, the lower the present value.
Okay. Hit something like that, yeah. Do we have any other addition? Thank you for that one. For that elaborate reading. I know it was a good attempt. Do you have any other?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because when you look at maybe just an addition from what has been said, there was these discount rates that you are seeing. They are representing the opportunity costs. You understand? They are also representing the opportunity costs, which is actually the next best alternative that you would invest that money in for. Like that's a sacrifice you are making, you get. You are assuming that, okay, if you received those cash flows and maybe invested them somewhere else in a certain venture, another project that would give you at that rate, that other project, it would give you the rate at such an amount. So you're sacrificing that as well. Okay. You got something about the time value of money. Now, question number 4 was very easy. What did you do when it came to question number 4? Anyone to demonstrate understanding? You have to find the present values of these future cash flows. How do you go about this one? I want to write quickly. We want to find the present value. That should always be equal to the future value divided by 1 plus r to the power n, eh? Where n is the number of years, or the year number. So what you can do to find the future, what are you looking for? Oh, the present values. You're looking for the present values. You can discount these cash flows, but before you discount them, it's wise for you to relight them, because these are in millions, yeah? These are in millions, so it's easier for you to relight them. So you have 2,500,000. This will be 3,900,000. This will be 4,100,000. It's still the same thing, yeah? It's still the same figures. We've just rewritten them so that they are easy for you to handle. And the discounting rate is 25%, so our R is equal to 0.25. Our R is equal to 0.25. So let's go ahead and do these studies. Hello, are you still there? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we can start for the first year. Future value for the first year is, 2,500,000 divided by 1.25 to the power 1, because this is year number 1. What do you find as the present value of what is this? The first year's cash flow.
For me, present value, it was 2 million.
Okay, so when you do the divisions, you find 2 million, isn't it? When you divide using the
Yes,
figures, you find 2 million. Then the second year, the future value, in this case, the future cash flow is 3,900,000 divided by the same now to the power 2. Why are you raising it to the degree 2? Because this is the second year, yeah? This will be in the other year, like in the second year of operations. And what do you find?
2.496 million.
2.496
Yes.
million. Like this? Is it? How do you write? Okay. 2,496,000. Okay. That's for the second year. You can do the same for third year and find the 41 what? 4,100,000. Now we'll raise it to the power 3 because I mean we're in the third year of operations.
The last one was 2.099 million.
It was 2.099.
099.
Just like this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so 2,099,000. That's the present value. Do we have any question from anyone on how you find the present values of the cash flows like this? Anyone can always, ask their questions and we can always answer them. Hello?
It's clear, sir.
Okay. Thank you for that one, for the confirmation that it is well. What about this one? Question number 5. No, I don't like the multiple choice questions. Question number 5. What does the class think? Huh? Vivian, read question number 5 and provide the first attempt.
Question 5, it reads, which of the following are examples of financial objectives that a company might choose to pursue? A, provision of good wages and salaries. B, restricting the level of gearing to below a specified target level. C, dealing honestly and fairly with customers on all occasions. D, producing environmentally friendly products.
So at bunch. So what do we do?
Filtering kusanga multiple choice.
Thank, okay, choose.
B.
Okay, why do you say B? Why not D? Why not C? Why not A? Could you give us a reason for that?
Sir, the one that was matching with the question.
It's the one that was matching with the question. Okay. Thank you for that one. Do you have any other attempts different from this one?
Yeah, I think we can see it in terms of I think that's a financial objective. I think that is aimed at trying to strike a balance between the equity and the debt that the company has. So
Okay.
I think it truly falls within that financial objective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that one. Yes, so this is it. Because when you look at, okay, let's just diagnose this further. Dealing honestly and fairly with customers on all occasions. What do you think this could be? What objective would this be of the business? What objective in the business? Of course, it can be part of the objectives of a business, but which department?
Well, it's a non-financial objective.
Right. It's the non-financial objective, isn't it? So if we want to deal honestly and fairly with our customers, all the occasions, yeah, this would mean that we want to care for our customers. Anyways, thank you very much. Okay. There is also question number 6 as well. We can read it before we go for the other part of the questions. Vivian, read again question number 6 for us.
Okay. In the context of managing performance in not-for-profit organizations, which of the following definition is incorrect?
Okay. So which of these is incorrect? We are discussing.
Sir, here I might lie because I just guessed on this one.
What was your guess?
I was it was C.
Okay, efficiency means doing things quickly, minimizing the amount of time that is spent on a given activity. Okay. What about others? Which one would be option? Do we have option B? Or D is there as well? There is D on the other side of the, So this one says effectiveness means doing the right things, spending funds so as to achieve the organization's objective. Effectiveness means doing the right things. Then efficiency means doing things quickly, minimizing the amount of time that is spent on a given activity. Economy means doing things cheaply, not spending 2 kwacha when the same thing can be bought for 1 kwacha. The value for money means providing a service in a way which is economical, efficient, and effective. Did you hear the question? The question is saying, in context of managing performance you are managing what? Performance in a non-profit making organization. Maybe I am rephrasing the question for you. You are managing what? Performance in a non-profit making organization. Which of the following definitions is not correct? Yeah. So which of these is not?
Okay. Yeah, it's still C, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you are trying to manage the performance of a non-profit making organization, which of the definitions is not correct? Number A, the value for money means providing a service in a way which is economical, efficient, and effective. Economy means doing things cheaply, not spending 2 kwacha when the same thing can be bought for 1 kwacha. Which of the definition is not correct? which means the three of the definitions are correct. Maybe I should guide like that. Three of the definitions are correct. Which one is not correct? Huh?
It's actually C, sir.
Efficiency. What is efficiency?
Efficiency, it does not mean that when someone do things quickly, then it means they're efficient enough. No, they might do things quickly, but in the meantime, they're not doing the correct things.
How different is efficiency from effectiveness?
The difference is just an inch.
Okay. We are defining these terms again. I repeat, effectiveness means doing the right thing, spending funds so as to achieve the organization's objectives. Is that what effectiveness is?
Yes, yes, sir.
Now, what is efficiency? What is efficiency?
Okay, sir. In simpler terms, efficiency is being able to do something, be able to transform something or improve something. That's efficiency.
Okay. But okay, like with efficiency, you should also put in the factor of an aspect of minimizing the resources, okay? The inputs that you put in as you are doing whatever you are doing. Ensure that you produce the desired results using the minimum amount of the resources given. That is efficiency, but effectiveness is just about producing the desired results regardless of how much you have spent, or in terms of the inputs, of course, it doesn't matter as long as you have produced the desired output. So now, which of these definitions is not correct? All right. People are not telling us which answer they wrote.
Yeah, it's simply because we all don't know, so we're waiting on you. Please, you're disturbing me.
You are also waiting on me.
Yes, sir.
What is the value of money? What do you understand by the value of money?
What I understand, sir, again in what's this? The value of money, capability to acquire something.
Okay. That's the value of money.
Yes.
Now, the key message here is that you are dealing with a non-profit making organization. Bear that in mind. So what would you say the value of money it is?
Yeah, so what I think the incorrect statement definition in the context of the question is A in my view,
Mhm.
because non-profit organizations are not much concerned with the value of money and
Mhm.
not so much concerned with that because they are not profit making. So
Yeah.
it will be inappropriate really to define a performance or to see performance in terms of the value of money. Of course, they are
Mhm.
concerned with efficiency and effectiveness, but the emphasis is not on the value of money. So I think the incorrect definition in the context of the non-profit organization is A, my submission.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So just wanted people to consider that we are dealing with a non-profit making organization where we are not concerned much about us having money. Because that, yeah.